What's up, guys? We're here for another video. Thank you guys for stopping by. Today I'm bringing you guys along to a photo shoot of a car that I'm doing for a buddy of mine. This friend of mine is also a content creator. He's been living a double life, working a full-time job and editing video and going to events and hosting events, all while having a kid, maintaining a girlfriend who I think now is his fiance, and a full-time job. His YouTube channel is doing really well now. I think he's like at 50K subs, which is amazing. Why we're here today is because I'm gonna grab this camera that I'm shooting this with right now, and we're gonna head down to the farmer's market here in Oklahoma City, and we're gonna photograph his car. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'm gonna throw a GoPro on my R6. So we're gonna switch cameras real quick, and I'll kind of show you the gear I'm gonna shoot. For this shoot, I'm going to use my R6, and I'll probably still use my 15 to 35 for some of the interior and some close-up shots. This also can almost double as a macro lens, so this will be for that. And I might get some big environmentals, wide-angle shots with this also, but the majority of the shots will be taken with my 85mm. This right here. The 85mm, I've got a Promise filter and a polarizer, and I might throw a Prism FX chromatic flare filter, which is this right here. If we get some cool light coming in from behind the car, this will make it look really, really cool when it gets through it. Oh, and one thing we're gonna do, since I'm shooting on an 85mm right here, I'm gonna go home and grab a film camera, since I'm into that right now, with an 85mm lens on it, and try to replicate the shot I'm getting digitally and do a film version of it, just so you guys can see the film versus digital and how both are just pretty cool. So yeah, so I need to go home and grab my Canon AE1 with an 85-1.4, and then we'll drive down to the spot and meet my buddy there. All right, let's get out of here. See you later, Ed! Alright, so this is the AE1 with the 85-1.8 actually, not 1.4, with some Portra 400. Alright, so let's load this thing up and get out of here. No, you're not going nowhere. No. Yeah, just go that way. Radio. No race car shit here. Oh, okay. God, dude. What a cool car.
And now I actually have it where, like, I know how to do burnouts. like at first I didn't know nothing. Now.
Yeah. Now you're figuring it out.
Oh, bro, it's stupid.
So, for y'all that don't know, now you do. This is Richard, and we're out here shooting his, what is it, 66?
67.
67 Nova. Richard here runs 660 Street. So he's another content creator, much like myself. It's fucking cool that we're finally getting together, doing something that's kind of just for us, because we're always kind of doing stuff for other people.
Right, that's right.
You know, today I want to take advantage of and shoot your car, because I know that it's something that you're super, super proud of. Let's go around and start showing me the car, dude.
The 1967 Chevy Nova SS. Picked up the car in Sacramento, California. I made the drive to Cali with cash. It's a LS3 4080.
What was it before you got it? Was the guy just driving it around? Was he racing it?
Just all motor.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran, I think, 11.3 in it. In the Midwest and in Oklahoma, we can't leave things alone, so.
Yeah, in this town.
Right, you know, I thought about putting some nice cool wheels and putting some fitment, but it wasn't.
Was that the plan, kind of, to make it like a daily driver kind of first?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Heat, air, full interior. That's one of the things that I love the most.
So how long after you got it? Because, you know, I've seen your posts, you know, this thing's pro charged. I see some billet wheels. I see it, you know, is it mini tub yet or no?
Yes.
Yeah, mini tub. So
yeah, you know, okay, so when I got the car, I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted to put the wheels that I wanted, and obviously putting a 275 tire in the back was not gonna fit. So I took it to McKee's Automotive. They did the mini tubs, Detroit Speed mini tubs. Baron Racing got me the wheels. Baron Racing's a great guy. I call him, he picks up every time, so he hooked me up with the wheels and tires. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but when I had the wheels and tires and the car looked the part, I realized I quickly became what I like to call domestic rice. Meaning...
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes, so I looked the part, but I didn't have no power. You know, started saving my money and ended up reaching out to Andre at
Able. Yeah.
Andre at Able Racing.
You know, funny story, just quick sideline. Yeah. I met Andre a long time ago when I used to do competitive shooting at H&H.
Yeah.
And he would go shoot his 1911s at H&H. He was just this crazy Russian motherfucker. Does he?
Yeah, okay. He remembers you. It remembers you.
Yeah, that's funny. But and then all of a sudden I see him down at Able at his shop, and I'm like, holy shit, it's you.
But you know him from another world.
Another completely different life.
Right. So,
pop the hood if you want.
Well,
and then you can talk me through it.
So we didn't want to lose the flat hood. That was our #1 goal. We didn't want a big old, what do you call, like a cow hood.
Mm-hmm.
So we just wanted to keep the hood.
All right, so is this the original block that was in it, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, we came up with the decision to put the Pro Charger on, and we wanted to be different. I looked on YouTube, I looked Google search, trying to find somebody that ran a Pro Charger in a Chevy Nova. They were running a different setup. They had it, I think it's the GTO setup, where it's facing the other way. They came up with this crazy idea to run what I believe is like the C6 Corvette setup, where it's facing forward.
Okay.
And
what is that, a D1X?
Yeah, D1X Pro Charger. And they had to cut some of the radiator bracket just to make it fit. Sydney did an amazing job with all the fab work. Big shout out to Sydney at Able. It was incredibly expensive, but you know, when I told them what I wanted, like, oh, we can do whatever you want, but can your wallet,
Yeah, but can your wallet do whatever you want?
I wanted everything black, and and so we went for it. And it's not just another LSA application. Basically, I'm not dogging anybody. I'm just saying I wanted something different, besides just like an LSA or a Magnuson, or I was looking at all kinds of applications, and to put a Pro Charger in such a small compartment with the factory front end close to, without like a tubular front end. So and we kept the AC and the heat. The Church Boys lower setup. It's got I believe the control arms and everything from Church Boys Racing, and it handles great. I mean, it handles more than good for me, and I race it sometimes on the streets, and it handles great. I haven't had any issues with it. Viking springs, I believe the rear springs are Rytec. It came together great, and it sounds good. When you pull up to a car show, I love the sound. It sounds good.
I love the sound of just an idling Pro Charger car.
Right.
It's that little whistle that you hear. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you have like an LSA setup or something, you're waiting for an open road so people can hear you, right? They just want to hear the scream of the bell.
Right.
But when you got a Pro Charger, just even idling at a car show, it's great. The car made I believe it made like somewhere around 740-ish to the wheels on E85. The motor unfortunately lasted about 48 hours and it went out. We'll never know the real reason why. The tune was great. It did great on the dyno. Something happened when I went to go play around with it. Some type of oil starvation on the bearing. We had Carter's engines here in Oklahoma City, put the motor together. Biggest shout out of this entire video to my buddy Jerry Cook. Because when this motor gave out, this thing was gonna sit at my mom's house for like the rest of the year. And he said, no, bring it over. If you got money for the machine shop, we'll pull the motor out and we'll break it down to the bearings and we'll put it back together. And I've never pulled the motor out. I'm just a camera guy, and I really got to appreciate that side of the sport on a whole nother level. Now I understand, like, from setting the push rods to, the torque specs on the heads to, how tight you want the motor to be, what are you trying to do with it. Definitely an eye-opener. I mean, I have a whole different level of respect for people. I can now say, before, the guy that gave me the car, sold me the car, he could say technically I'm driving his car, but now, no, I touched every nut and bolt in this car now. You can't tell me that no more, you know what I mean?
What's the plan for it now? Keep it as it is and try to run it when you can and maintain it? Or?
That's it. Leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone. Now that I make the power, and now that it works, and now that I play it on the streets, well, now I need to maybe think about safety. because it's all original down to the lap belts. And
Let's look inside real quick.
yeah, making a pass with a interior like this is you're playing with your life. full working seatbelt seats, and radio, heat, air, cell phone charger, garage opener. I mean, it's
I love the Mexican blanket. You know what I mean?
man, dude, you gotta put a
that's
little,
my style too. You
you
know.
gotta add a little bit of flavor to it, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. Let's just be real here, guys. Without the safety, there's nothing cool about it. You're not impressing anybody. It's just reckless and dangerous. This car was dangerous with 300 horsepower. It's very dangerous now. The goal with the car was not to make X amount of power, run X amount of time. It was just to have a car that I can get my whole family in here, go grab breakfast on a Sunday, scare somebody getting on the highway, maybe a little bit here and there, have a little bit of fun. But go to a car show, go to Guthrie, go to El Reno, go on a 2-hour cruise, cruise in Oklahoma with Jared, and just have fun and just chill. Dude, I'm very happy with the car.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. I know I've seen how happy you are about this car, so I've been waiting a long time to get this thing in front of my lens. So
yeah,
I think the sun's about there. You want to grab some shots? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's close the hood and we'll get going.
An album like an actual physical album. Years. Fucking everyone else is
Go a little bit towards the car. Yeah, right there. These new cameras make everything so easy.
The new one?
God, dude.
What time is it? You know,
It's like 7:50.
7:48. The spot is. Yeah, 3 comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get a tattoo of the Nova.
Oh, dude. I mean, just look at the screen right now. So I think like if you come in and we'll get like like you're almost following the road, but don't go too far because there's glass there and shit, right? But like if you go like about front end here, like facing like that. Oh hell yeah, dude. Look at this shit. No mames. That's a sick shot right there, dude.
Jared, you know, when you get it all done, we'll share it on the Nova page 2. Just to give you that reach.
Yeah.
Because the YouTube channel, the Nova is huge.
Yeah, I'll send it to Chuck. Okay. You see a cool reflection shot?
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought about it for a second.
So I could get you like rolling like.
It would have to be like, if you get down, be like.
Okay, no, that's actually fucking perfect.
That's some crazy shit throwing your car on gravel for it too. You gotta be different. You can't be the same.
Dude, it adds just so much more texture.
You can't be just another guy on the top of that one building downtown where 90% of people have mountains.
Dude, I think we got a lot of fucking good shots, dude.
Bro, I'm excited.
I can't wait to edit these. So, I want to talk to you about one more thing, man.
What's up?
One of the reasons why this shoot was kind of meaningful to me is because you and I are friends and we kind of connect on a spiritual level sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, with how we see life and stuff. And I've seen your path of like, you're out there, you created 660 Street, you at some point took a lot of shit from it, you
Yeah.
learned who your friends were, you came out probably a different person from that, you know, and I see you from the outside. I don't tell you this much, but I see you getting your shit together and you got your girl, you're doing right by your kids, you're pursuing something that brings you, not just you, but your girls in your car, your kids are in your car, right? You're bringing this into their lives and it's not just yours. So all that being said is, what makes you want to go out there and still do it, man? Because you work 40 plus hours, you have a kid, you have a fiance, but why still? What gives you the urge to create automotive content?
In the beginning, when I started doing the 660, going out, putting on races, filming them and everything, I was just trying to find purpose and find out who I am. And I was a pretty heavy alcoholic in the beginning, and I wanted something to do. It kept me busy, kept me out of the bars, away from the guys drinking and all that, and it gave me a direction in life. And now that I have a direction, what still keeps me doing it, it's a hard one to just answer, but I guess one of them would be, dude, when I go to races or I go to these events and I see everybody repping all the 660 merchandise, hats, decals, I see the stickers on the cars and everything, and I see people giving that love back to, because I like to separate myself from 660, right? People think that it's me. It's not. I basically work for it. I don't I'm just somebody who is passionate about it. But when I see all the stickers and all the merchandise and stuff, and I get that love back. It keeps me motivation. Like, man, like these people believe in 660 Street. These people believe in the content. These people support what it stands for, and it keeps me wanting to make sure that I make them proud, I guess, in a way, and make sure that I keep the name strong, and make sure that what the company stands for keeps its foot firmly planted in the street, not just in drag racing, but in car shows and so on, in the culture of the automotive culture. It's just giving back to the community that's given back to me so much. Man, it's just such a hard question, but yeah, to me, just giving back to everybody that's giving back to me.
No, I think you answered it, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's bigger than you, you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah. And
once
so
you
I
feel
just-
like, I think, a responsibility in life to others,
Yeah.
you know, that's what motivates me. You know, like, I have a responsibility to my kids,
Right.
my parents, my friends, right? So I do better, not just for me, but also for them. Where can people find your social media stuff, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook?
YouTube is our main, where we drop all of our videos, our full feature videos, and then we got Facebook, Instagram.
And it's all 660 Street?
Yep, the number 6, the word 60, and then the word street. And we also have the website. If you guys want to grab any merchandise at 660street.com. He kind of snuck up this interview on me, so I'm not even wearing any merch. Just left the gym, but
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Well, cool, guys. That's it. I'm gonna go home, edit these photos, put a video together, and thanks again to Richard for bringing this awesome car out, and hopefully inspiring some of you to work a 40-hour job and then hustle afterwards so you can live out your dream. See y'all.